Evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. I will call the Brunswick Hills Township Business Meeting to order. It is September 23rd, and I'll note the time is 7 p.m. And if we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if we could remain standing for a moment of silence for our first responders and our troops. Thank you. Is there any public presentations that we're not aware of this evening? Okay. Moving on to the approval of minutes. We have the July 22nd meeting minutes, regular meeting minutes.
I will move to approve the July 22nd regular meeting minutes.
I will second those.
And I'll call the roll. I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes.
Tricka?
Yes.
Okay. The August 5th special meeting minutes.
I will move to approve those minutes.
I'll second. And I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. And the August 12th regular meeting minutes.
I'll move to approve those, the August 12th meeting minutes.
I will second.
I'll call the roll. Ryan?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Tricka?
Yes.
And the August 26th regular meeting minutes.
I will move to approve those.
And I'll second. Call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
I'll have to abstain. I was not here for those.
Okay. And last but not least, the September 17th special meeting minutes.
I will move to approve those. September 17th special meeting minutes, please.
I'll second. I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Okay, moving on to department report zoning, please.
Tonight, I'm going to put three things in front of you. One of them is the monthly report. This shows 8 permits. There are actually 5 not showing on here because they're still pending. If I don't have a check, I don't put it on the report. So that's that status. The second item, what I put in front of you are 2 applications, and at the bottom of each is some verbiage that existed on every application and permit that I have found since 1984 through 2009. 3 different inspectors' signatures were on these affidavits. I have no explanation as to what happened after 2009. But the language is no longer on the applications, and it's not on permits. And I'm recommending that it should be. For the benefit of the crowd, I will read exactly what it says. A permit for residential use does not include home occupation 1 or home occupation 2, a boarding or lodging house or any other commercial activity unless specifically authorized by Brunswick Hills Township BZA, and it requires the initials of the applicant. The reason for this is we currently have some problems that have to go to the prosecutor's office. This, on a specific document, would have resolved one of them instantly. And so I'm recommending it going forward, either through resolution or papal blessing, whatever. We add this language to all of our certificates and to the applications for structures specifically. I don't care about pools and hot tubs, but we need to reroute this the way it was supposed to have been done. There are no minutes that I can find that explain why it disappeared. Went through the books.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just, I don't know. So there's that. And I guess the third item is you folks need to evaluate how we go forward with embracing legal representation. I've got 3 situations that we are at the end of the rope, and we have evidentiary proof of violations that are pretty severe. And strategically, there's the only way to move forward on any of these 3 is either through the prosecutor's office or through outside counsel. So I don't know what you need from me. Ryan and I have talked about this. He's on board with each of these projects that are waiting for us. But on a going forward basis, I know that you guys have to give it an upvote before we make the move. So let me know what you need. And as far as the language on the applications, do I need to give you a proposal or a?
No,
Okay.
what you provided is sufficient.
I would like to have a resolution number like we did with the last that I can put on our applications. I don't know if that works or not, but that would prevent this. You know, let's look forward 5 or 6 years from now, and 4 of us are on to other better things,
Right.
whatever.
Right,
It would prevent this from falling off the piece of paper.
right. Daryl, what we could do is instead of doing a resolution, because we would have to wait till next meeting to do that,
All right?
we could put a revision date on each of the documents
I can do that.
to show what the additions are.
I can do that. That's easy enough. Yeah. All right.
If the board's in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so before you move on,
Do you want me to make a motion, or do you want to do it?
you can.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion then, based on Daryl's recommendation, to revise the language on these applications to reflect not only the 6-month timeline, but then to also add the missing language that we'll be adding back in regarding the home occupation 1 and 2, and then further going before the BZA for final approval.
I'll second that. And I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, Daryl, so all you need to do, where the additions are down here at the bottom,
Sure.
just add approved language this date.
Okay. Will do.
That way, if somebody wants to go back and look at the minutes to make sure that was,
Yep.
we'll have it.
All right. Can do that. Now, first time at this, do you guys have to have an executive meeting to discuss the lawyering thing? And
You did send us at one point maybe a couple months ago, a list of
Yeah,
zoning
did.
attorneys that might be helpful for us. We need to dig that list out.
Yeah,
And,
I've got it.
and talk about that.
You want me to resend it?
Oh,
Could you please? Could you please?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing it.
And
Okay.
I think you had a strong recommendation too, Daryl,
Yeah.
for one of them who is, and I forgot the gentleman's name, my apologies, but we had gone up against him in a annexation case,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
My thoughts on pulling an adversary that beat me into my payroll is that I take them off the street and I'm not competing with them ever again. They're working for me. They've already proven their worth. So if we've got, people on that list that have given Brunswick Hills a run for their money and won, those are the people I would look at very closely. They know how to knit a monkey fist, basically.
agreed.
okay.
All right?
So how do we want to handle that?
Well, we'll dig up the list, we'll have a conversation,
Okay,
we'll have to go over some of the properties specifically
yeah,
as well, so we're all on board with it.
okay,
And, yeah,
He's also got some work that I've already done to outline the why and wherefore on,
okay,
so,
and to add on to what Daryl had stated, the reason that we're going down this path is because the prosecutor's office has not been super helpful.
responsive,
in
not
giving
responsive.
Given the obvious data that has been presented to them.
okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Daryl.
Okay, we did receive a recommendation from the zoning commission for a zoning map amendment. They did hold a public hearing, and they made a recommendation to approve.
Do we need to have a public hearing?
We do,
Okay.
we do, so we need to set that public hearing. Let me look at the date.
The same scenario, I'm assuming we have 30 days to set this.
Within 30 days of the date of this.
I am free all of October minus the 14th through the 16th.
I am free except for the week of October 5th. So it looks like, Tricka, the week of the 19th.
Is that going to be too late? Because that'll be over 30 days.
Oh, crap.
How about next week? Is anyone available next week?
Let me see.
I am,
What is next week? Oh,
the 29th
the 29th.
and the first week of October.
I can do the 30th. I could do
I can do the 30th.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm fine. Tuesday, Wednesday of next week as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good
do you
both
want
those
to do?
days.
Okay.
Which
Why don't we
day?
let's just do it on the 30th.
What?
On the 30th? Does that work?
30th?
Well, we have the
Tuesday.
comp land use,
That's right.
Meeting.
Never mind.
so maybe Wednesday would be
Okay.
better.
The 1st, yeah.
So,
October 1st.
hearing October 1st. What time, please?
I'm wide open, so whatever works for everybody else is fine.
Yeah, I'm good anytime.
I'll say 5 o'clock,
Okay, as long as the applicant can make it.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, is there somebody from the zoning commission here? Yes. Thomas, can you come up, please? I'm going to make a legal notice for our public hearing, but if you can just recap what the public hearing is going to be about
Yes.
for the residents, please.
Yes, so Thomas DeCastra, Chair of the Zoning Commission. Before the trustees is an application for a zoning map amendment. A property, two parcels off a substation just south of, substation just south of 303. He's looking to move from RR to R1. He only has a limited number of actual frontage, so it actually is impossible for him to do any type of development off of that. So switching from RR to R1 allows smaller lots and also less frontage, so that way the land can actually be developed. It does have full utilities. Medina County Water just ran a 16-inch water, a 16-inch water line right down that. So he's got water, sewer, all the utilities. We had a resident from that area did come into our public meeting and support that property change. So we were just here to move that from RR to R1.
And what's the acreage over there? Do you remember?
Just over 5 acres of the total of the two parcels.
Just
It was also recommended by the Planning Commission at the county to move forward. Yeah, it's just under 5 acres.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas.
Okay. Is there anything else for zoning? Okay. Police. The only thing there is for police is to open a new blanket certificate to repair, for repairs to police vehicles in the amount of $10,000. And that comes out of the repairs and maintenance line item. And I'll move to approve.
I will second.
I'll call the roll. Ryan?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Tricka?
Yes.
Fire, please.
Just a couple things. Just one request. Request approval for firefighter Mahalik and DeSalvo to attend Command and Control of Incident Operations at the Ohio Fire Academy, January 26th through 31st. This course is a National Fire Academy course being sponsored by the Ohio Fire Academy. There is no fee for the course. Firefighters would stay at the Academy dorms for a nominal fee.
Great.
I will go ahead and approve that request.
And I will second that.
I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes.
All right, just two announcements. Just that the battery collection at both stations has been going well. Already had to empty the buckets. People have been dropping them off.
Good. Good.
Hopefully that helps. And that Chief Strazo attended a 9/11 service at St. Colette's. St. Colette's gave the proclamation at the ceremony to thank you. Thank you to the parish for the proclamation and support of the department. They gave one to the fire and the police department. So
Oh, nice.
that's put up there. So I'll give you the you can give it to Chief Sopkovich when you see it.
Awesome. Great.
Great.
And did you want to mention about the open house? Because it's not on here. Okay, this is for. Got it. Lovely. Very nice.
And a reminder for open house, October 5th, I believe. I believe it starts at 12, goes for 12 to 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank-
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Service Department, please.
All right. Start off with the monthly report for August. We had 613 hours roads, 14 cemetery, 12 general, 11 and a half fire, 10 and a half police for a total of 661. Just some of the work was sign survey, cold patched roads, mowed all township properties once a week, hot patch spots on South Carpenter, Helen, and Foskett. We put down 48 ton of burn material on Laurel and 30 ton of berm on South Carpenter. Just to kind of throw back to that screen that we got. So that was 78 tons that we didn't have to go out and buy, that we just recycled from our grindings pile. Cut trees on Montgomery around the retention pond. Completed the second round of roadside mowing, sprayed and trimmed all guardrails. Attended safety council meeting. Met with paving foreman Adam from Carvo. And then Melway started prep work for our chip seal roads. Next, we have an emergency repair on our heavy equipment trailer. On Tuesday, September 2nd, I received email approval from all 3 trustees to replace all 8 tires on our trailer. We had a couple blowouts, so instead of just replacing the 2, we went ahead and just replaced all 8. Came out to $1,266.40 from Harrison Fleet, and this was paid out of BC number 34 repair and maintenance vehicles.
Move to approve that expenditure. For
Oh.
the,
I
go ahead.
was going to second.
Never mind.
You finished.
Oh, I was just going to state the amount. Move to approve that expenditure for the 8 tires, $1,266.40.
And I will second.
Okay.
I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes.
Next is a request for a PO to be made to Lighthouse Solutions Group for our new laptop at the service department. This was a total of $2,639.77. I request the PO to be made from line item 2031-330-420-0000. And also, we have received that laptop.
And it's working,
So much,
assuming,
so much
a
better.
heck of a lot better?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Move to approve that, create that PO, $2,639.77 for the laptop for Corey and team.
I will second.
Yep. I'll call the roll. I'll vote yes. Tricka?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Next, I received word last week that we received the 2026 safety sign grant for the township. A lot of hard hours went into that. So the totaling was $34,670.99 for new signs, posts, and all hardware. So that was pretty cool.
Right?
Very
Yeah.
Great job.
Good job.
Next is to pass a resolution, which looks like it's going to be 31, for OPWC funding for Catherine's Overlook next year. We received word that we got that. The total is $170,200, and the township's only responsible for 50%, $85,100.
One second, let's catch it up here. Seems I don't have a copy of that resolution.
Yes, you do.
Is this what I'm looking at right here?
Yes.
Prepare and submit application to participate in the OPWC commission?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so I will bring resolution 31, authorizing legislation, resolution authorizing Brunswick Hills Township to prepare and submit an application to participate in the OPWC state capital improvement and/or local transportation improvement programs, and to execute the contracts as required.
I'll second. And I'll call the roll. Ryan?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Tricka?
Yes.
Next is having our fiscal officer, Bob, go ahead and sign for the OPWC commissions, just basically stating where all the money's coming from in our accounts for 2026. And lastly, we also received OPWC again with Medina Township for Plum Creek. That total project cost $371,500. So the work with Denny Miller over at Medina Township and myself, since we have a larger portion of Plum Creek, we are responsible for $120,575. We don't need a resolution because that's all going to be under Medina Township.
Right.
So all we would need is the cooperative agreement between us and Medina Township to be signed. And then we will cut Medina Township a check for that amount at the very end of the project when we do our final walkthrough.
Okay. And our fiscal officer will be back before Friday.
Perfect.
So we'll get that authorization done and then You said the Medina Township meeting is tomorrow night?
Yes.
So they get their portion done, and then we're ready to go.
Yep. That is it.
We need to go ahead and approve this agreement? Because I don't remember that, we didn't do that yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be resolution.
Are we making this a resolution?
It's-
We
No.
We don't need-
No resolutions
We
needed.
don't need a resolution.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
That's
All right, so
Medina
then-
Township. They'll make the resolution.
Oh, excuse me, I was reading that, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I was reading that incorrectly. All right, so then move to approve the cooperation agreement with Medina Township and Brunswick Hills Township on these road projects.
I'll second. And I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes,
Thanks.
and congratulations, double OPWC funding,
Yeah.
that's
it's awesome.
fantastic work.
Yeah. Again, a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, trustees' reports. Anything for Ryan?
No, I don't have anything tonight.
Tricka, do you have anything?
No. I just want to remind the public that we have on September 30th, we have the Comprehensive Land Use Plan Public Input Session, and that will be held at Southwest Baptist Church at 329 North Carpenter Road, and the time will be from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And if you want more information, we have this posted in a few places.
It's online everywhere. It's on it's on our website. There are flyers in all of our buildings, and I think we're actually waiting for the Gazette to release a piece this week about the comprehensive land use plan. So lots of coverage.
Okay. Yeah, so hopefully everyone can attend. That's all I had.
Thank you. I have a few things. We received the Medina County Soil and Water Conservation District invoice. This is an annual payment to the Conservation District. It's in the amount of $3,888. Of that, $613.27 will be paid from blanket certificate number 14. And then I will also move to create a purchase order for the balance of $3,274.73.
And that was 3,888?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. I will second that.
And I'll call the roll. Ryan?
Yes.
Tricka?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. I apologize, everybody, for coughing. It's that time of year. Okay, a couple of other items. This has to do with the opioids, the federal opioid settlement that's been going on for a number of years now. I will offer resolution number 32-2025. And this is a resolution to participate in the 2025 direct settlement of Purdue Pharma, LP, and Sackler family opioid claims. And what this resolution allows us to do is collect those funds that are being distributed to local governments from the feds. So that's one resolution.
I will second. Oh. I will go ahead and second.
And I will call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes.
And the other item I have that relates to the opioid settlement is, it's not a resolution, it's a form that we have to submit to participate in another one of the settlement agreements. This particular one, if we don't send this back to them, then we are out. We will not receive any funds. So we do have to make sure that we are on the list of local governments to receive funds.
Okay.
And this is a secondary manufacturers combined subdivision participation and release form. And this is for 8 pharmaceutical entities that we will be participating in. So I'll move to approve that participation, and also, if you don't mind, have me sign it and send it back.
I will second that. And so the first one was against the Sackler family
Right.
and their company.
Yes.
The pharmacy, is this against now the distributors, the Walgreens, the CVS's, I believe?
No, these are all pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, actual
Yeah.
double manufacturer. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Did you second?
I did. I seconded it.
I'll call the roll. Ryan?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Tricka?
Yes.
Thank you. So we do get funds periodically from the settlement. It's not a whole lot because there's so many local governments that receive money, but every little bit helps. Let's see, this. And then, okay, I received a couple of calls from a resident on Sleepy Hollow. I think this is something that we definitely need to have some input on. The 18-wheelers that come off the highway or wherever they're coming from do go down Sleepy Hollow Road. And there's been a few times where the residents that live on Sleepy Hollow, the trucks were going, I don't know if they were going too fast or they were going the speed limit, but they almost got plowed over by these trucks.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything we could do about that. I had thought previously that they are not allowed to use that particular road, the 18-wheelers.
Okay.
I thought they were only allowed to use the state routes, like 303.
Right.
And that, but I'm not sure.
What portion of Sleepy Hollow?
All of it.
All of it? Okay.
Okay.
Particularly coming from, I have personally seen them come from South Carpenter onto Sleepy Hollow, make a right, and go past Pearl Road up to Substation.
Okay.
Sometimes they go farther. Most of the time they go right onto Substation. It seems like they're heading over to that trucking facility. They could also be using the truck stop that's on 42 as well to rest.
So this was just a recent set
Well-
of complaints, or is this something that's been ongoing?
Well, I received a couple of calls last year.
Okay.
But then it stopped. There was no, I
Okay.
didn't see any trucks
Okay.
then.
But there is a history of this, so it's not something that was circumstantial anywhere in the
Right.
township that was rerouting or
Right.
anything to that nature.
Now, when they do work on 303 and have that closed, they do reroute trucks.
Right.
And they will reroute them down Sleepy Hollow or whatever. But that's only for as long as, maybe 303 is shut down for whatever reason. When talking with some people, they said that there really wasn't anything that we can do about that because the trucks are allowed to go down that road. And I'm not so sure that that is,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
But if you don't mind, we have some residents here that live on Sleepy Hollow. If you'd like to hear what they have to say, that would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is there somebody that would like to speak? for
I'm
Sleepy
on
Hollow?
Marks and have the same issue. That's what I came here today for.
Okay.
Okay.
My name's Jeff Zimlick. I've been on Sleepy Hollow for 38 years. And I think there was some road work up in the 303 and 42, and they routed trucks down Marks or maybe Substation and up Sleepy Hollow to Pearl to get around that. And the truckers found it was a pretty good route for them. So they've been using it even after it closed, because if you're going north on 82 to go west on 303, or no, north on 42 to go west on 303, or the other way, eastbound on 303, you can avoid about 7 lights north of Sleepy Hollow on 42 and down 303 to Marks. And they like it. It saves them time, but they come roaring through there. Actually, cars come roaring through there too. I'd like to see a little more enforcement of the speed limit on that road as well. But yeah, the trucks, all of a sudden 18-wheelers are going by quite often, and we'd like to reduce the traffic as much
Are
as
you
possible.
located at the dip?
Yeah, halfway between 42 and Substation.
Right where it
Right,
dips.
right where
Yeah,
it
yeah.
goes down. yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of hidden driveways
Sure.
and stuff.
Definitely.
Right.
I pull out. I'm just a little east of the dip, and to look left down at the bottom of that dip, it's hard to see cars coming up and over. In fact, I asked Corey to mow the grass there before Father's Day in June, so that we're used to it and we can watch both ways carefully. We've been doing it for a long time, but you have relatives and friends over, and they don't know. So I just
Yeah.
don't want to see them get T-boned or anything like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So that's all I got to say. And I don't know, it's a township road. I think there was a load limit sign or something at the top of the hill that got taken away. But if it's our road, why can't the 18-wheelers just go through the lights and stay on the big roads?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Billy Hudson, 314 Pearl Road. All you gotta do is get Corey to put up weight limit signs.
It's all from the county.
Yeah, yes, you get them from the county, you put them up, and they gotta abide by the weight limit. If they don't, then you cops can ticket them. Thank y'all.
Hey, Billy.
Yes.
Did we have weight limit signs on that road?
We had them
at one
before.
time?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We had them, they're gone now, though.
Mm-hmm.
But you used to have them on all the roads. Weight limit signs.
I'll say the weight limit and the no-through trucks. Like I said, I've been here 7 years, and I don't remember the weight limits, the signs. I mean, I'll definitely look into that for sure through the
They
county.
was on there.
Because I know they just put them on Plum Creek and everywhere with bridges too.
Mhm.
They put weight limits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
And I know Denny,
Maintains the road.
what's that?
Who maintains Sleepy Hollow?
The township. From
That's your road.
that's right.
but the county has their jurisdiction over a township.
I'm not buying that. Put no truck sign up there, and put police out there, I guarantee you'll stop it, because I drove a truck and I got a couple tickets.
Oh no, I agree.
No trucks though.
I agree, because I've been in talk with Denny Miller at Medina Township about no through truck signs, and I have some on order. I don't have them yet.
Okay,
Because I want to put them on Foskett. Fosket's also another very bad road.
right.
But no, basically all those trucks are coming from the trucking company. And when the SST went out, we had a little bit of time there where everyone was off our roads. But ever since that big new trucking company went in, it's every single day.
Okay.
Well, all they gotta do is catch a couple of them, then the rest of them will stop, because they'll get the noise then.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, it seems pretty clear now with the signage that will be made available, and as Dennis suggested, and as Billy suggested, some police presence to let them know that we're onto this.
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll see a change.
Yeah.
Them
Super.
roads, them roads are not made for tractor and trailers.
Right.
They're not wide enough for one thing, and they're not made for the weight limit.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening.
Hi.
Kelly Waldoni from 1791 Marks Road, and it's ironic that this came up because I've not spoken to anyone about this. The 18-wheelers are all day, every day, up and down Marks Road. There is literally this sign which says no through trucks, 5,000 gross vehicle weight, as soon as you turn south onto Marks Road off of 303. They're still going up and down all day, and that's not the only problem. It's their speed, and they're using their engine brakes, and it's blap, 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 all through those valleys and those dips when you're coming between, like where Sleepy Hollow is and the dips start. They're hauling ass through there, and then they realize, oh crap, there's hills, and then they throw on the engine brakes. Secondly, we lived through that 100-year flood in 14. The water at Cossack Creek was over that bridge. We were just down in that culvert, and that culvert, I don't think it was ever inspected then. And that culvert is no longer sitting appropriately anymore. Where we're at on that, we've played in that creek for 35 years. And that culvert's not sitting the same way anymore. So I think it's because of the flood helped, but the weight of this road, was it changed? I had asked when I had the battery fire in my garage, and when the officers were there, they were like, no, this is a route because of X, Y, and Z, yada, yada. And I said, well, then you guys need to get this weight limit sign thing down at 303 and Marks, because they're not supposed to be coming up and down the road. And it's not just the trucks. I'm also here to speak about the speed of cars. I was going to offer again to the chief tonight, but I've offered to the lieutenant and 2 officers to please use my driveway, because I'm sick of seeing people doing 80, and I'm not joking, 80, 90 miles an hour. And they come through that area, and I'm right in the high accident area sign, and I'm really sick of helping people with accidents and upside down in ditches, because it's crazy with speed through there.
You're not wrong, Kelly.
It's bad.
I live somewhat close to you, near that intersection, and in the evenings, especially after car shows, things like that, I hear guys ripping up
Every
and
day,
down that street.
all day, every single day, all day. I can't tell you how insane the noise has become on that road.
I agree.
It's unnerving, so. But yeah, either they need to start ticketing or they need to remove that sign, but somebody needs to come and look at that culvert, because that culvert no longer sits the way it was when it was put in.
Okay.
Corey, will you take a look at that culvert?
Marks Road's Medina County. So I'll make a phone call to Medina County.
Okay.
To
Will you take a
CJ.
look at it as well?
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
Dan
you.
Wilhoit and CJ is the foreman, so.
Is there anyone else?
Good evening.
Good
I
evening.
wanted to thank Trustee Christina for taking my calls. Apparently,
Scott.
this is a hotter subject than I had thought with the trucks.
Can you state your name and your address, please?
Scott Schneider, 4609 Sleepy Hollow Road. I'm right by Catherine's Overlook. I'm the one that sent you some pictures.
Yep.
I understand people need to get a delivery of concrete or a load of stone, but these 18-wheelers should not be on this road. I'm of the opinion that these are our roads. We plow them in the winter. We cut them. We resurface it. These are our roads. We should have the right to keep them off. I could be wrong. That's something you guys have to follow through on.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate you guys even taking a look at this. It's getting pretty out of hand.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, trustees.
Is there anyone else? Okay. So just to wrap up the conversation, we will Corey is waiting on some signs to come in. What are the signs again, Corey?
There are no through trucks.
No through trucks? Are you
Yeah.
putting a weight limit out there as well?
I can get a hold of the county and see what the actual weight limit is on that road, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We got the sign grant, so maybe some of those funds can be used for that or no?
No.
Okay.
The sign grant was for every sign, basically, that's standing currently in the
Okay.
township.
Okay.
So I have signs coming from Judco out of Elyria.
And another question is the signs for Sleepy Hollow?
It's for Foskett and Sleepy Hollow. Those are the two.
Foskett, Sleepy Hollow.
And Substation. Those are the three main roads that the trucks are going down.
Substation. What about Marks Road?
Marks is county. We can't put anything on Marks.
That's right, that's right. Gotcha. Okay. So we'll wait to see if that helps. Once the signs are up, if you're residents, if you're experiencing, any other issues like that and it hasn't stopped, please let us know.
So when you put these signs up, will the police have jurisdiction to stop them or ticket?
They should, yes.
So there'll be white signs with black?
Yeah.
Not warning signs, there'll be actual enforcement.
Yeah, they should be, yeah. Right?
I'll say the signs are about, I forget the actual dimensions, but they said no through trucks.
Right.
Because like I said, Denny Miller at Medina Township's having the exact same issues.
Okay.
And he says if we can get half of them to stop going down, at least that's a start. So
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I talked to him actually last Thursday on this.
Okay.
So
And then we can certainly ask Chief Sopkovich to,
Yeah,
a little extra
enforce those.
patrol.
Right.
In the meantime, while we're waiting on the signage, have a little extra police presence there.
But you guys gotta let them stop them.
Yeah.
Sergeant P said they aren't allowed to stop.
Well, because there's no signs posted.
Yeah.
No jurisdiction.
Right. Yes, sir.
Joe Lehman, 4665 Sleepy Hollow. Even if the truck issue is resolved, I'd like to recommend more enforcement on speed. Trying to get your mail between 3 and 6, you're taking your
Yeah.
life in your hands.
It's impossible.
Seriously.
I know.
mean, Right, right. And I'm right at the dip. I'm right across Catherine's Overlook, T-boned my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's terrible. And also the noise is unbelievable. I don't know if I know when I was young, we had to have mufflers on our cars. It seems like that's gone by the wayside, but that's another issue. Keep me alive while I'm getting the mail, and I appreciate it. And again, I'd
Yeah.
like to offer up, my driveway if they need a place to sit. I'm all for it.
Okay. We'll make sure our police presence is
Thank
upped.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just don't pull us over.
White Ram.
Okay, is there anyone else? Very good. Okay, moving on to the fiscal officer's report. We have checks to be signed this evening. So I will move to approve the payment listing post date of September 23rd in the amount of $68,408.25.
I have a question on the first one there to Huntington Bank. We approved that one on the last week. So I don't know
Was
why
it the
it's on
same
here
one?
again. Yes.
I don't know why it would be on here. Yeah, we did approve that. Okay. So minus the 2291.48.
Yeah, hold on a sec. 0.25 minus
Good catch.
2291.48. Great if I can do this correctly. 68.25 minus 2291. So we're going to approve $66,116.77.
Okay. I will move to approve the payment listing of September 23rd in the amount of $66,116.77.
I will second that.
I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes. Good catch, Tricka.
Okay.
Thank you,
Night.
gentlemen.
Oops. Okay, and then I will move to approve payroll dated September 30th in the amount of $71,784.17.
And I will second that, please.
And I'll call the roll. Ryan?
Yes.
Tricka?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. And then we have minutes that we approved that need to be signed. Okay. Any old business? Any other new business? Okay. Any miscellaneous or correspondence? You know, I did want to mention that the county auditor is having, and you can go on their website to look at this, but they're having unofficial assessments of your tax bill. And there are dates listed on their website where you can just go in to these certain areas. I know there's one on Monday, this coming Monday,
Brunswick Library.
at the Brunswick Library. That's on the 29th, Monday on the 29th. And they're there from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want to talk to them about your property tax bills, I would suggest that you do that. I know that they were helpful for some other folks in the township, so I will be there on Monday. Okay. Announcement of upcoming meetings. The next trustee meeting will be October 14th at 7 p.m. The next Board of Zoning Appeals meeting will be October 8th at 7. The Zoning Commission will meet on October 9th at 7 p.m. They will also have a public hearing that night. We also have the Comprehensive Land Use Plan meeting or get-together on September 30th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the church on North Carpenter. What's the name of it? What's the name of it?
Southwest Baptist
Thank you.
Church, 329 North Carpenter Road.
Thank you. And then the other meeting, the trustees will have a public hearing on the recommendation from the zoning commission, if I can find my sheet.
Yeah, it's October 1st. Yeah.
And this will definitely be put in the paper, but public hearing for the Board of Trustees, Wednesday, October 1st, and that'll be at 5 p.m. right here in this room. Okay, is there any public input? Okay. Then I will move, oh, yes. Hello.
Hi, Tony Destro, 301 Marks Road. I got a question. I'll give you guys these real quick. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess this kind of, I've got questions for Daryl. So I received an email from Daryl, I don't know if you guys had read it yet, but it reads, Tony, I'm sorry you didn't reach out. Oh, a little back. So at the beginning of September, I had submitted I submitted something to the zoning commission so they can consider allowing bees and chickens as agricultural use inside of platted subdivisions. So what I did, I made like there's 5 or 6 pages, just of, why I thought it was a good idea, how it mixed with the comprehensive land use plan and things like that.
Tony, that was you didn't copy us on that. I didn't see anything.
No, it was just the zoning commission. It was
Just wanted to be.
like a change to the resolutions, I guess. I was
Okay,
proposing, I guess, a change.
okay,
Since they're working on it now.
okay.
So then I got this strange email last week. It says, Tony, I'm sorry you didn't reach out. I can tell you by the many pages of information you scraped off the internet that you spent a great deal of time both on Faceplant and Google trying to get points cobbled together into 6 pages of total chicken and bee wisdom for the zoning commission's consideration in your attempt to lobby them. Next time, just go to the Ohio Revised Code, section 303.21, section B/1, section, and B/3. What you are selling is illegal under Ohio law, illegal for reasons only someone who actually spent time on a farm would grasp. And I'm not real sure what you meant by that email.
I meant it's illegal.
Which is part is illegal?
The Ohio State Revised Code specifies what kind of land use can be on certain sites.
Yep.
If you had gone there and read that, you would see that anything under 1 acre, no chickens, no bees, no agriculture.
Okay, so I brought the Ohio Revised Code, section 303.21, and the things that he referenced, B, it says, a county zoning resolution or amendment to such resolution may in a platted subdivision, and then there's some text, and then it has regulate. So it just, that Ohio Revised Code that he stated, it just says that the township has the ability to regulate agricultural use in those platted subdivisions. It doesn't say that it's illegal, and I print a copy, I can give it to you if you want. Because if it was illegal, they wouldn't allow it in, Hinckley Township or Medina Township or Brunswick, you're allowed to have them in platted subdivisions. Hinckley, there's very little restrictions. Medina Township has no restrictions in the platted subdivisions. Strongsville allows it, but it's kind of restricted a little bit. So I just wasn't sure. I emailed, I think. But
Municipalities are governed under a whole different section of Ohio law called home rule. Townships do not have that. So whatever a city or a municipality does not apply to a township.
Is Medina Township count?
Whatever happens in a municipality under home rule does not apply to a township under Ohio law.
I guess I don't understand if, is Medina Township the same as Brunswick Hills Township?
It is.
Do they fall into the same spot?
It is.
Well, should probably call the sheriff on them because they're allowing chickens.
What they're doing,
But
look,
that's
this is Brunswick Hills Township.
Yes.
Ohio Revised Code says 1 acre or more.
Bring it up for you if you want to look at it.
I don't need to look at
It says
it.
you may regulate.
I don't need to look at it. I've read it a zillion times. 1 acre or more in the state of Ohio in a township. We can make it more, but we can't make it less.
Okay, that's, I read it differently than that.
I would have you send me to an address in one of those townships where you think less than 1 acre has a permitted chicken ranch, and I'll go inspect it.
I'll send you some addresses if I can find them.
You send me an address and I'll go inspect it.
I have a question. Daryl, What's in our zoning code?
1.1 acres.
Thank you. Okay.
And I just have one more question before, are you guys still meeting this evening for executive session?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Sorry, one more thing. Can I get a copy of the zoning violations for the 3 properties you guys are gonna discuss getting a lawyer for?
No, because anything that is going to court is,
Let me try this again. I'm gonna do a FOIA request for the for a list of the first zoning violations that were sent out to the 3 properties that you guys spoke about today.
Okay. You'll send that by email?
Yeah, email's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thomas?
So 358 Topaz Lane. First, I would like to encourage the public to attend the October 9th zoning commission meeting where we'll have our first of 2 public hearings. By law, we have to have a certain amount of hearings within time, as you're aware of. But also by law, we have to have the planning commission at the county review our edits. And unfortunately, our calendar lines up where we have a meeting a day after their due date for that next month. So they won't be able to review our resolution amendment. So we're looking to adjust the resolution. They won't look at that till November. So we're actually going to have 2 public hearings on these topics where we're looking to adjust the amendments. It's a great opportunity for community members to come, ask questions about how zoning works, how we as the commission, what we do, and what we're looking to do. Just briefly, it's streamlining a lot of our business zoning to make it easier for, we heard from our business owners that it was difficult to comprehend and understand. And then we are also looking at other items around that residents have brought to our attention. Of course, one of those is the item of, we will say, poultry and small animal husbandry on land. Currently, the resolution does state that if you're in a platted subdivision, no animal husbandry is allowed. The Ohio Revised Code does state that we may regulate that, so we currently do regulate that. One of the things that we are proposing to the public is that we monitor and we match what Montville Township has done. Montville is actually almost identical in population size and area that we are, very similar in structure with commercial next to a city. And they have done specific regulations that allow limited number or only very specific type of poultry or local produce that's only grown on site. So obviously no, farmer coming in and putting it on someone's subdivision on their front lawn, but having that little bit if someone wants to raise 2 chickens or they love growing garlic and they want to turn their whole backyard into a garlic farm. We are looking to open that door because that is a possibility that we've analyzed the various townships around us, Montville, Medina, Liverpool, Hinckley, to look at what other townships are doing to keep our township kind of in line with what we're seeing our neighbors do, to keep us relevant. Everybody knows chicken egg prices went skyrocketing at the beginning of this year. So there was a lot of interest in residents saying, can I have chickens? So we are looking at that evaluation. So I definitely want to encourage people to come October 9th. We will have a regular meeting, which will be super short because we have nothing before us. We really want to focus on this resolution. So we'll close that out real quickly and then move into our public meeting.
Very good.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas.
Is there anyone else?
After you. After you.
Yeah, I forgot to say one thing. That Jay used to run the county for the weigh station. He carried the weighs in his truck where he weighed them. He'd stop and weigh tractor and trailers, and it would really aggravate them. And they didn't like coming through.
Who's scaling? That's a great way to fix it. Dennis Bailey, 1447 Easton Way. Number 1, I don't want no damn chickens in my development, period. I don't care. You live in a frickin' development. You want to raise chickens and cats and cows, go buy a farm. They don't belong in a residential area with a bunch of houses. Okay? And number 2, I don't know a whole lot about zoning, I won't claim to, but this 5 acres on substation, I hope the zoning commission or the zoning board of appeals or whatever it is has a plan or put a plan in that, for that request for approval to figure out what they're gonna do with 500 houses and traffic coming on substation. It's already a nightmare down there. You're gonna build houses on 5 acres, or is it gonna be a redwood development? Or one of the other leasing developments that is floating around town, or Strongsville and Brunswick and everywhere else. What's the traffic gonna be? And I really wanna wait another 10 years for a roundabout. You know, let's add some more cars to that intersection. I'm all for a guy, you know, doing what he wants with his property. But he's gotta come up with a plan as how are you gonna get that traffic in and out of there? Not us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
Anyone else? Okay. I will note this evening we are going to go into executive session. And hopefully, this will be our last executive session to discuss a complaint against a public employee. So I will move that we go off camera for the purpose of signing warrants, purchase orders, and any other business that we might have forgotten to bring up. And again, an executive session this evening.
I'll second that, noting the time of 8:07, please.
8:07. And I'll call the roll. Tricka?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for coming, everyone. Good night.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night.